Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Today we have Sakar Baba's Murli, 23 December 2024. Baba says, you children come here to the Father to become refreshed. Baba refreshes us with knowledge and remembrance. By coming into Baba's lap, all your tiredness will be removed. From doing devotion, you have become tired. You have been doing devotion for many births, and Baba removes the tiredness. Baba says the land of happiness is the true land of Vishnu. There is nothing unattained there for which we make effort. People say that when they come here, there shouldn't be any magic here. So Baba says, Baba doesn't have a magic to make a human being into a goat or sheep, but Baba is the one who brings heaven on earth, and it is through Baba that the heaven is established. Just as they say, by taking a dip in Mansarovar, one becomes an angel. As soon as you take a dip in the Mansarovar, it isn't that you become an angel, but you are now making effort to go to the new world. By having the dip in this knowledge, you become angels. Baba says, sweet children, you come to the Father in order to be refreshed. You come to the Father in order to be refreshed. When you meet the Father, all your tiredness from the path of devotion is removed. You have been stumbling on the path of devotion, and therefore all your tiredness will be removed now. Question: what methods does Baba use to refresh you children? Answer: Baba refreshes you by continually giving you this knowledge. We were listening to the song, Baba, by churning your ocean of knowledge, the mind becomes beautiful. The mind will be refreshed. You are also refreshed by having remembrance of Baba. If there is anything in the mind, if you remember Baba, you will be refreshed. The golden age is in fact the true land of rest. You lack nothing there for which you would have to make effort. As soon as you children take Shiv Baba's lap, you receive rest and all your tiredness is removed. Om Shanti. The Father sits here and explains, and because the Father sits and explains through this Dada, this Dada listens to him at the same time. This Dada understands just like you do. Dada is not called God. These are the versions of God. Shiv Baba speaks, Shiv Baba explains, and that is the version of God. What does the Father explain? May you become soul conscious. This is because unless you consider yourself to be souls, you cannot remember the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. It was in yesterday's Murli. Naturally, you should have soul conscious stage. At present, all souls are impure. Impure ones are called human beings, whereas pure ones are called deities. These things are very easy to understand and explain to others. It is human beings who call out, "O purifier of the impure, come." Deities never call out in this way. Deities never call out in this way. The purifier Father comes at the call of the impure ones. He makes souls pure and also establishes a pure new world. The souls will become pure and the world should also be pure. That world will be established. It is souls who call out to the Father. Bodies do not call out. Everyone remembers the Parlokik Father, the one who is ever pure. This world is old. The Father makes the world new and pure. Some people say that they have unlimited happiness here. They have plenty of wealth and property here. Those who are wealthy ones, they think that they are very happy here. And so they think that this is heaven for them. How would they accept the things you say? It is senseless to consider this iron-aged world to be heaven. In the Iron Age, there is not all type of happiness. There may be the happiness of wealth, happiness of the body, but it isn't happiness in a relationship. There are some of the other kind of disease, and therefore in the Iron Age world, this is not called heaven. This world has reached a state of total decay. Still people say that they are sitting in heaven. If you children are unable to explain this, the Father would definitely ask, if your intellects are made of stone, are you not able to explain this to others? Only when you become those with divine intellects will you be able to make others the same as yourselves. You have to make effort very well. There is no question of being embarrassed about this. However, human beings are unable to forget very quickly their wrong ideas that their intellects have been filled with for half a cycle. Until you have accurate recognition of the Father, you won't be able to have that power. You first need to have accurate recognition. The Father says, human beings have not been reformed by studying those Vedas and scriptures. By doing devotion, they have become tamopradhan. They became worse day by day. They have become tamopradhan from satopradhan. It is not in anyone's intellect now, as how we were satopradhan deities and how we came down. No one knows anything at all. Instead of 84 births, they speak of 8.4 million births. Therefore, how could they know anything? No one but the Father can give you the light of this knowledge. Everyone continues to stumble along from door to door, one after another. They have continued to come down and have now reached the bottom. They have used up all their strength. Their intellects have no strength with which to recognize the Father accurately. On the path of devotion, they used to worship the Shivalingam. They had unadulterated devotion there. They have no recognition of the Father accurately. The Father comes and opens the lock on everyone's intellect. Then they become so refreshed. You children come to the Father in order to be refreshed. When you come to Madhuban here, you get rest. You get rest. The mothers get rest here. They become sevadaris. It is a different thing. But you mothers come here to rest. You become refreshed as well. When you find the Father, all your tiredness from the path of devotion is removed. The Golden Age is also called a land of rest. You receive so much rest there. There you do not lack anything for which you would have to make effort. Here there is so much struggle. There you don't make any effort. Here the Father as well as this Dada refreshes you. Sakar Baba used to refresh the children, would eat and drink along with the children. Our dadis would also do that. As soon as you come into Shiv Baba's lap, you receive so much rest. Rest means silence. People go to rest when they are tired. People go to rest when they are tired. Some go to one place to rest and others go somewhere else to rest. However, there is no refreshment in that rest. Here the Father refreshes you so much with His knowledge. You also become refreshed by having remembrance of the Father. From being tamopradhan, You continue to become Satopradhan. You come here to the Father in order to become Satopradhan. The Father says, Swedish children, remember the Father. The Father has explained how the world cycle turns and how and where all souls receive rest. There is rest in the Supreme Abode. It is the duty of you children to give everyone the Father's message. The Father says, remember me, and you will become the masters of this inheritance. The Father creates the new world of heaven at the confluence age. You go and become the masters there. Then in the copper age, you are cursed by Maya, Ravan, and you lose all of your purity, peace, happiness, wealth, etc. The Father has also explained how you gradually lose them. There cannot be any rest in this land of sorrow, whereas there is nothing but rest in that land of happiness. People become very tired by performing devotion. They have become tired by performing devotion for birth after birth, and you became totally poverty-stricken. With contrast of the golden age, you have now become totally poverty-stricken. The Father sits here and explains all these secrets. When new ones come here, you have to explain so much to them. Only then they become Baba's children. They think about very much. They are afraid that they might have a magic spell cast on them. However, you are the ones who say that God is the magician. So the Father says, yes, I truly am the magician, but I do not perform magic to change people into sheep or goats. Your intellects can understand which ones are like goats. It isn't that Baba will sit here and make. What could a god know about the celestial sounds of heaven? At present, people are like sheep and goats. All of those stories refer to this place. Those songs refer to this time. People are unable to understand even at the end of this cycle. They hold such a large fair for Chandika. Who was she? They say that she was a goddess. They do not have such names in the golden age. There will be no names like Chandika in the golden age. They have beautiful names in the golden age. Those in the golden age community are called elevated, whereas those in the iron age community have been given dirty titles. One wouldn't say that the people of today are elevated. It is the deities who are called elevated. There is a saying that it didn't take God long to change human beings into deities. The Father has explained to you the secret of how deities change into human beings and how human beings change into deities. That is a deity world and this is a human world. Day is light and night is darkness. Knowledge is light and devotion is darkness. It is called the sleep of ignorance. You understand that you knew nothing of this previously. You used to say neti neti, which means that you didn't know. In the Iron Age world, when everyone became Tamopradhan, everybody called themselves Shiva. You now understand that you were atheist previously. You didn't know the unlimited Father. You were atheist. He is your true eternal Baba. He is called the Father of all souls. You children know that you now belong to that unlimited Father. The Father gives you children this incognito knowledge. You cannot receive this knowledge from human beings. You souls are incognito, and this knowledge that you souls imbibe is also incognito. You souls speak this knowledge through your mouths. You souls stay in incognito remembrance of the incognito Father. The Father says, children, do not become body conscious. Body consciousness makes you lose your strength. By becoming body conscious, the battery discharges. By becoming soul conscious, your souls accumulate power within yourself. The Father says, you have to continue to move along while very clearly understanding the secrets of the drama. Those who very clearly understand the secrets of this imperishable drama, those who very clearly understand the secrets of this imperishable drama will remain constantly cheerful. At this time, people make so much effort to go above because they think that there is a world up there. People think up above there is heaven and very deep down there is hell. They have heard from the scriptures that there is a world up above, and so they want to go and see it. They try to establish a world up there. They think that they want to take a flat in moon. There only used to be the one original eternal deity religion in Bharat. There were no other lands. Then the population grew so much. Just think, the deities must have been living in such a small area of Bharat. Paristan existed by the banks of the river Jamuna, where Lakshmi and Narayan ruled. The world was then so beautiful and Satopradhan. How was the golden age world? Was so beautiful. There was natural beauty. The entire sparkle is in souls. There was natural beauty. The entire sparkle is in souls. Some of you children have had visions of how Shri Krishna takes birth. It is as though there is light in the whole room. The aura will be very powerful. The whole room will be lighted up. The Father sits here and explains to you children. You are now making effort to go to Paristan. It isn't that you become angels by taking a dip in that lake. Lakes have been given those false names. The memorial of here, but they have made this memorial on the path of devotion. By speaking of hundreds of thousands of years, they have completely forgotten everything. You now remember everything, number-wise according to the efforts you make. You should think about how such tiny soul plays such large parts through their bodies. Just look at the state of someone's body after the soul has left it. There will be foul smell when the soul sheds the body after 2 days. It is souls who play parts. This is a matter for deep thought. All the actors of the whole world have to act out their own parts. Everyone's part is of their own. There cannot be the slightest difference in their own parts. All the acts are being repeated identically. Baba says there can be no doubt about this. There can be a difference between everyone's intellect because the mind and intellect are in each soul. There will be the difference in the sanskars, mind and intellect. When children know that they are going to receive a scholarship, they have happiness in their hearts. Here too, as soon as you come in and see your aim and objective in front of you, you definitely become happy. You now know that you are studying here in order to become like Lakshmi and Narayan. There isn't any other school where you can see your aim and objective for your next birth. Baba says there isn't any other school where you can see your aim and objective for your next birth. You can see how you are becoming like Lakshmi and Narayan We are now at the confluence age and are studying this education in order to become like Lakshmi and Narayan in the future. This is such an incognito study. There should be so much happiness when you see your aim and objective. There is no limit to your happiness. This is what a school should be like. The school is incognito but very powerful. Nobody in the world knows what we are becoming. Normally, according to how important a study is, there would be that many facilities. However, here you study while sitting on the floor. At Baba's time, there were no chairs or couch. There were only floor. It is you also have to study. And so whether you sit on the floor or on a throne, you should be jumping with the joy of becoming like Lakshmi and Narayan. After studying, you go pass the exams, you become deities. The Father has now come and given you children his introduction and told you how he enters this one and teaches you. The Father doesn't teach deities. How could deities have this knowledge? And therefore Baba calls them royal Buddhas. People become confused and ask, do deities not have this knowledge? It was by studying this knowledge that they became deities. Having become deities, what need would they have for this knowledge? Would you continue to study to become a barrister after you had become a barrister and were earning an income? After you complete your study, will you study again? After you become a deity, what is the need to have this knowledge? Acha, to you sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, Father, Bab, Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you spiritual children. We spiritual children's love, remembrance, good morning and Namaste to our spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. Remain cheerful by accurately understanding the secrets of this imperishable drama. Each actor has to play his own part in this drama and he plays it identically each cycle. Second point, by keeping your aim and objective in front of you, you should be jumping with the joy of becoming like them. Let it remain in your intellect that it is through this study that you are becoming like Lakshmi and Narayan. Blessing. May you move at a fast speed by taking the powerful support of remembrance and service and become a conqueror of Maya. May you move at a fast speed by taking the powerful support of remembrance and service and become a conqueror of Maya. The basis of Brahmin life is remembrance and service. When both of these supports are powerful, you will then continue to move ahead at a fast speed. If there is too much service and remembrance is weak, or if remembrance is very good and service is weak, then in each case you cannot move with a fast speed. There has to be fast speed in both remembrance and service. Let remembrance and altruistic service take place at the same time, and it will then be easy to become a conqueror of Maya. Victory will be visible in every deed, even before the completion of that deed. Slogan: continue to move along while considering this world to be a spiritual game and adverse situations to be spiritual toys. Continue to move along while considering this world to be a spiritual game and adverse situations to be spiritual toys. Today is Avyakta signal. The easiest method to remain constant is always to keep some special attainment in front of you. Baba has given many treasures, many attainments. Keep in front of you all of that. Look at your attainments to see what you have received from the Father and how much you have received from Him. How many treasures of knowledge have you attained? How many powers and divine virtues have you attained through yoga? How many practical attainments do you have staying in intoxication and happiness? How many titles Baba has given you? How many self-respect Baba has given you? Keep all of this in your intellect and remain happy. Become the embodiment of remembrance. Remain content by sometimes keeping one attainment in front of you and sometimes another. Om Shanti. The collective meditation in the evening and Amritwala Yoga will be in the conference hall. From tomorrow, Murli class will be in the Diamond Hall. All the departments pay attention. The maintenance of the electricity panel board is going on, and therefore today from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. there will be no electricity. Dadi Cottage, New Man Kitchen, Bolanath Kitchen, VIP Kitchen, Saraswati Bhavan, Dadi Ratan Mohini's Cottage, Bread Department, Shanti Kunj, and Anand Bhavan and Gas Plant. It will be closed from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Everybody give your cooperation in this. Mumbai's sister Yogini, father had a brain stroke and he was admitted in the hospital. On Friday he left his mortal coil and took Baba's lap. have taken Sakar Baba's sustenance, were listening to Baba's Murli and saying Om Shanti, he shed his body, so we will have yoga for that soul.
आपने बाबा हमें कितनी हंसी तकदीर दी, आपने बाबा हमें कितनी हंसी तकदीर दी, जिंदगी जीने की हमको एक नई तकबीर दी, आपने बाबा हमें। आपकी नजरों से बाबा प्यार का अमृत पिए, आपकी नजरों से बाबा प्यार का अमृत पिए, दुनिया से मरना आपके दिल में जिए, हमसे गाफिल हैं फिक्र की तोड़ हर जंजीर दी, गम से गाफिल हैं फिक्र की तोड़ हर जंजीर दी, जिंदगी जीने की हमको एक नई तदबीर दी, आपने बाबा हमें।
Baba has now given us children the chance of doing service through the mind, and the basis of service through the mind is when there is always one Father in our attitude, and that we are all children of the one Father. The Father has made us instruments for the task of world transformation. For this, we all remember world transformation through self-transformation. Do you remember? Do you remember? The slogan is world transformation through self-transformation. So now Baba says that we also call ourselves Brahma Kumar and Brahma Kumaris, the progeny of Prajapita Brahma. How high is the mouth-born progeny? There is no one else in the world with a mouth lineage except we Brahmin children. So Baba says, how much intoxication your Brahmin children should have. Om Shanti.